Welcome back to Million Dollar Landscaper podcast. Now, in the States here, we just finished up our Thanksgiving weekend. We actually just had my parents' 50th anniversary party. It was amazing to see so many family members and friends come together, and it was just an awesome time. We also just finished up our sale for our Profits Up SME program. So I hope you guys got a chance to take advantage of that. It was an amazing deal. We don't do that very often. But I just want to let everybody know of some things we have coming in our programs. We are really, really listening to what everyone's saying, looking at the economy and how things are going, and we're really looking at changing kind of the way we have our products available to you. We're looking at taking them instead of it being like one big lump course or membership. We're looking at breaking them down into smaller pieces, so like marketing and sales and all these different things that we have, and just kind of selling them in smaller bite-sized pieces that might be a little bit more affordable to everybody. And we're also looking at doing a lot more. We're looking at doing more smaller, very affordable workshops. It's going to provide a lot of value, but we're just really wanting to ramp up that kind of stuff and provide more value for you. So make sure you guys stay on the lookout for all these great things we have coming here very soon.
We want to take a quick second to tell you about our friends over at Cycle CPA. I can't even express to you how important it is to have a good accountant on your side. You know you want accurate bookkeeping and financial statements every month. Instead, you're often left with limited time to focus on the accounting side of your business and no reports to show for it. At Cycle CPA, the landscaping accountants, they not only handle the bookkeeping, but also provide landscape industry benchmarking, job costing, financials by service line, advisory meetings, and much more. Cycle CPA has a team of landscaping accountants available to provide anything from bookkeeping to CFO services. Visit cyclecpa.com, and for $100 off, mention the Million Dollar Landscaper podcast.
EasyBeasy's easy to use, easy to learn, affordable work order and time clock app with unlimited users included with every subscription. If you've ever struggled with the daily grind of keeping track of work orders, you have to check out EasyBeasy. Make and edit work orders anytime, anywhere you're working, at your desk, in your truck, on the job site, even on your couch. With EasyBeasy, you can easily copy work orders to use over and over, which is great for mowing and plowing. You can also keep track of employee timesheets, contact your customers, add notes, instructions, even pictures of your jobs. EasyBeasy works on Android and Apple devices or any tablet or computer. EasyBeasy also has a wide variety of reports so you can have all the info you need for billing right from your phone. Say goodbye to paying for extra users because everyone gets unlimited users on EasyBeasy. Try EasyBeasy for free for 30 days. Visit easybeasy.app/MDL to sign up. EasyBeasy is a simple work order and time clock app for mow crews, hardscape crews, and everything in between. Start saving time and money with EasyBeasy. Visit easybeasy.app/MDL to sign up today.
Now, for this week's topic, I wanted just to kind of talk about a question I saw brought up inside of the Landscape Business Owners Facebook group. It was actually just brought up here not too long ago, and it was all about how to deal with a difficult customer. And I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but they mentioned something about I believe they were recommended from somebody. They met with a person, and things didn't seem quite right. The customer was kind of coming back and questioning what they had or what they said they're going to do. And then they said they agreed to the terms, but then they started changing their terms, and they want to know how to deal with that question. There's a lot of great feedback. Again, that's in the Landscape Business Owners Facebook group. So if you're not in there, go get in that free group. It's a lot of great people, a lot of great resources for you in there. But I wanted to talk about that because we come across difficult customers all the time, and it's learning how to handle that situation can be a bit tricky at first, especially if you're not sure what to say and how to handle that. But one thing I want you to keep in mind, not all customers are your customers. So we can't always go out and every single job and expect we're going to win the job and think they're going to be the best client ever. And there's ways to kind of get around that and help protect you from that, get in the point you go out there. But nonetheless, if you go out there and you just have something in your gut that's telling you, I'm not sure about this customer, or they send you a kind of a weird email, and it kind of throws you off. And again, your gut's telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. And that's a lot of people in the Facebook group were actually saying the same thing, kind of walk away, step away, blah, blah, blah. And that's all great advice. And it's especially when this customer said they started making up their own terms, right there is a red flag. No, you have your terms there for a reason. And hopefully you had a legal professional write those up for you and put that together for you. And you have those in there to not only protect yourself, but it's also to protect the customer. It works both ways. And when a customer hops in there and starts changing the terms or for whatever reason, and they didn't get into details, so there might be something there I don't know all the details about. But when they start changing that's a huge red flag right there. That is a customer you instantly just want to say no to. And how I responded was, just tell them, I understand that you didn't agree with our terms of service, but they are our terms of service, and it doesn't seem like we're going to be a good fit for you. Here's a couple companies I'd recommend if you're interested for whatever this type of service that you're looking for. Call them up; they can come get you a price. But that to me, that makes it an easy way to kind of get out. Use those terms of service. You don't have to lie. You don't have to make up any stories. Just tell them, I understand you didn't agree with our terms of services, but we have those in there to protect you and us. I don't feel we're a good fit at this time, so I'm going to retract my estimate. And we wish you all the best luck in the future. Here's a couple people if you like to talk to them. Just simple like that. That you don't have to get any crazy, and you're not going to offend them. You're not going to, and it's going to save you a lot of headaches, a lot of heartaches on the backside, and probably some money too. So I just kind of want to address that because we run into so many pain in the ass customers all the time. And you have to learn again that not all customers are your customers. And I know I said this before, but it's so true because again, if you're going out there trying to expect to get every single customer, every single job, you're going to run into problems and it's going to just cause you a lot more headaches. And, we've all done it. We've all been there. I know I've been there and I've stepped away from jobs before. I recall this one waterfall. Somebody else built it. It was a really long, narrow waterfall, but it was like stupid long. It was like 40 feet long, and then not stupid long, but it was just long, skinny. Didn't look good, but the base of it was so small. So the first thing I asked him was like, when you turn it on, does it run out of water? Like, oh yeah, about halfway down, I have to put a hose in there to get the water back up. Well, yeah, because it wasn't built right. So I'm like didn't tell them exactly, but like, well, there needs to be a bigger basin down here. We can go deeper if we don't have a lot of room, you know, give them different ideas. And they're like, no, we want to keep that same base. I'm like, well, then we can't do this here. And long story short, I told them, it doesn't sound like I'm going to build this the way it needs to be built right. And I only want to build quality work. We're probably not going to be your best fit for for your business. Here's a couple other companies I do water features in our area. Feel free to give them a call and see what they want to do. If you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me at any time. And I just kind of walked away from that job because I knew the moment they said no, they didn't want to spend any more money. They didn't want to do this or that. No, I'm sorry. Like we have our standards that we want to do things, and the way they wanted to make it work in there, it was just going to come back to us. And I know in the long run. So I just stepped away from that customer. And, we've all had those other customers that just want things done a certain way. It's not going to work. Just stop. That's all. Just make it simple. But I just wanted to kind of address that, share my thoughts on you. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Would you guys have done in that situation? Would you stepped away? Would you kind of just dealt with it? I get it. Sometimes money might be tight. You might need the job. You need that work. Are the headaches worth it on the back end? That's what I'm going to ask you. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. Go throw it in the chat, throw it in the comments. Love to see what you guys are doing. Again, guys, if you're not in the Landscape Business Owners Facebook group, make sure you guys get signed up for that. It's an amazing group. It's all 100% free. Get in there, ask questions, and chat with a bunch of great like-minded individuals. So, all right, guys, hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.